Hello and welcome back to The Goodness Margin, the place where we find margin for the good things in life. Today, I want to talk to you about 4 simple tips on how to take care of your home while you're sick. I know that we have this virus going around, but the reality is there are all kinds of viruses. There's always going to be a sickness that our kids are passing from school or that we catch from a coworker, or there may be a time that you're recovering from a procedure, a surgery, an injury. And so I just want to share these things with you. About a month ago, my family was hit with some sickness, and I was sick at the same time as my kids, and that definitely made life pretty difficult. And so I came up with some tips that really helped me, and I want to share these with you. So tip number 1 is lower your expectations. You're sick. Your kids may be sick, but the reality is that this is a short season in life and you are going to have to lower your expectations. I did not deep clean my bathroom for that week. I did not get my typical weekly cleaning routine done, and especially did not get my deep clean routine done during that week. I had to realize that I was sick. My kids were sick. This was a season that we're in, and I had to lower my expectations. Tip number 2 is choose the spaces that you can control. I spent a lot of time on our couch, and I really wanted to be able to visually look at the space around me and not have it to be a complete wreck. My daughter, while she was very sick, most of hers was in the evening time and at night and early in the morning and during the day. She seemed to be feeling great and wanted to play with all of her toys. And so I asked her to just keep her toys contained to a space. We have a room right when you walk in the door of the house, but it's out of my line of sight, right in the living room. I can still hear her. She's old enough to play on her own, but she kept her mess in that space there. And then upstairs, I asked her just to keep her stuff in her room. When we were upstairs, she could play in her room. This way, when I felt better, I only had those spaces to really clean. They were quite a mess when this was all over with, but the living room area, the kitchen, I was able to maintain it and it stayed looking nice. That was something that really helped my sanity. Another space that I was able to control was my bathroom counter. So while I did not get to completely clean my bathroom that week, each morning when I would get up, I would brush my teeth. I would just be sure that that space was picked up. I was standing right there. I would just put the things away. And that way, it kind of helped me to not have so much clutter around me visually, even though I did not feel very well at all. In my closet, I made sure to put things immediately in the hamper, to hang anything up immediately. I could control those small little spaces. I did not fully make my bed each day. I didn't add all of the pretty pillows back because I knew at some point I was sure to get back in it, but I did straighten it up. And that way, when it was time to get back in, the sheets were pulled up, the blankets were pulled up, and it was kind of like getting back into a freshly made bed. So choose those spaces that you can control. A small space that you stay in that you can keep up with the mess in that area. Number 3, choose the tasks that are the most important. Now, you are sick during this time, and I already talked about lowering your expectations, but sometimes there are things that just need to be done. But just be sure they are things that are time sensitive. Anything else, it can wait. If you have a bill that needs to be paid, maybe you need to take 10 minutes each day just to reply to the most important emails with work. Just do that. Let everything else wait. So this is a really important time to prioritize only the most important things, because if we overexert ourselves, it's only going to take us longer to get better. And number 4, when you're feeling up to it, take advantage of this time. I know that I realized normally I have a lot of energy and I do pretty good throughout the day, but there was one day I spent pretty much the entire day on the couch. I just had zero energy, but I was starting to feel better. And so I took advantage of that time of getting some tasks done on my computer that were these little things that maybe wouldn't be a priority during most days, but I had the time that was available. Delete photos from your phone, clean up your email inbox, go through and be sure that you've responded to everything. Maybe clean up your computer, your home screen on your computer. Take advantage of this time that you're sitting still. Read that book that you've been putting off. Listen to those podcasts. This is time that while that we are not feeling well, we do have a little bit of downtime. and maybe you can get some things done during that time that normally would not be a priority. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. If you would like to be notified when the next video goes live, just hit the bell.